I welcome you all to lecture number 5 of Clat lecture series sponsored by Sri Jendra Exxon. I am your mentor Shekhar Gelot. Okay, now we are trying to do family law. Okay, let us now go to Special Marriages Act. When we are talking about Special Marriages Act, that means we are done with Hindu law. Okay, we are complete with the Hindu law. We have finished the syllabus of Hindu law. Okay, but the name of the course is family law. First, a family is not only Hindu. Okay, other families are also there. So we have to do all the respective laws of all the people. Okay, so let us now do the family law of Special Marriages Act. Now we are doing a Special Marriages Act. These marriages are special. Okay, some marriages which are special, they are regulated by Special Marriage Act 1954. Now what is special in these marriages? Okay, what is so special with these marriages? Let us see. Special Marriage Act 1954 is a legislation facilitating marriages between a male and a female. Okay, it facilitates marriage between a male and a female. This marriage and even Hindu Marriage Act allows only a marriage between a male and a female. That means there is no law which permits a marriage between a male and a male, or a female and a female, or a male and a third gender, or a female and a third gender, or a third gender and a third gender. We have identified third gender now. We give all the rights to third gender now. But we still have not made amendments or made requisite changes in the law, and law still permits only the marriage between a male and a female. We do not allow these kind of marriages, okay? Regardless, now come back to Special Marriage Act. Special Marriage Act 1954 is a legislation facilitating marriage between a male and a female. Now, what is the key feature of this act? Regardless of the religion, that means Hindu can marry Muslim, okay, Muslim can marry Christian, etc. That means the Hindu law, if we talk about Hindu law, it allows only a marriage between a Hindu people, Hindu male and female. If we go to Muslim law allows nikah only between a male and a female. If we go to Christian law, it allows marriage between a Christian male and a Christian female. Now, what will happen to interfaith or interreligion couple? Okay, couple who are having separate religion, they want to marry. Now, how can they legally marry? Law says they can legally marry under Special Marriage Act 1954. Their marriage shall be validated under Special Marriage 1954. That is why these marriages are called special marriage. Why? Because different religion are involved here. That is why we call it a Special Marriage Act. Caste, regardless of the religion, caste, or creed. Some marriages may not be valid in Hindu, Muslim, or Christian marriage laws, but are permissible under Marriage Act 1954, that is Special Marriage Act. As such, it is called a secular marriage law. That is why it's called a secular marriage law. It doesn't differentiate on the basis of religion. Okay, Hindu law allows Hindu, Muslim only Muslim. So they are religious text for marriage, religious laws. But this is a secular marriage law. Why? Because this allows inter-religion marriages. It only allows marriage between male and female. It does not see the religion. Marriages under this act are commonly known as court marriages. Okay, so if you see in TV, okay, that people are going for a court marriage, then that means they are having a marriage registered under Special Marriage Act. Okay, that is this kind of marriage which they call it court marriage. Now, what are the conditions of going for a court marriage or getting registered under Special Marriage Act? The parties to court marriages should meet the following conditions. Neither party should have a spouse living. That means no second marriage is allowed in this act as well. When I say no second marriage, I do not mean to say a second marriage where husband has died or wife has died or you have taken a divorce and the marriage is second marriage. I mean to say no second marriage where first marriage is already existing. Okay. Neither party should be of unsound mind. Yes, that is very important. Neither party should be suffering from mental disorder which makes him unfit for marriage or procreation of child. Okay. He should not be suffering from any mental disorder which makes him unfit for marriage or procreation of child. We can say they are talking about impotency here. Okay, impotency. Mental impotency or physical impotency. This is that clause. Neither party should be subject to recurrent attacks of insanity or epilepsy. Again, unsoundness of mind. Male must not be less than 21 years of age and female 18 years of age. Okay, so the Hindu law age gap is age criteria is also capped in this law as well. A male has to be 21 years, a female has to be at least 18 years of age if they wish to marry in the Special Marriage Act 1954. The parties are not within the degrees of prohibited relationship. Refer to Hindu Marriage Act. What is a prohibited relationship? However, this restriction is not applied if such marriage are allowed by the local custom in some particular areas or tribes. Okay, parties should not be in the degrees of prohibited relationship. You are not in Sapinda or you are not prohibited relationship. You cannot marry your sister or mother and this and that. Okay, we have discussed it in the Hindu law, so we will not much discuss it deliberately now. Solemnization process. Solemnization means ceremony. Okay. How marriage is to be performed. Affidavit. First of all, the parties submit. The parties submit individual affidavit. Individual affidavit means a female shall submit her own affidavit. Male will submit her own affidavit. Both will separate individual and separate affidavits. To the marriage officer stating the age, they will tell the age, their permanent and temporary addresses, marital status, whether they are unmarried, divorcee, widow, or what. Mental status, that they are mentally sound, and any mutual relation if exists. What is the mutual relation between those two people? If they are in relationship with each other. Okay, relationship means are they brother, sister, or are the cousin or their uncle, nephew? If any such is there, they should tell it to in the affidavit. Then court will decide whether their relationship is falling within a prohibited relationship or not. Okay. Then you have to have witnesses. Witnesses means people who will come and attend your wedding. The marriage may take in any form with any kinds of marriage custom. Whatever form you want to follow for marriage, you do it. You just exchange garlands. Or you do not even exchange garlands. Just gift each other something, okay? Or just share the sweet dish with someone or just put vermilion, whatever ceremony you people want to follow. In Special Marriage Act, you can follow. There's no requirement of Kanyadan, there's no requirement of a sacred fire, there's no requirement of Satpadi or seven feras, whatever. Okay, day, night, anytime. But no marriage shall be valid until the parties to marriage give their consent and acceptance in presence of marriage officer and three competent witnesses. That means one marriage officer must be present there. Okay, who will say that yes, in my presence they have got marriage. They have got married, and three competent witnesses. Competent witnesses, now again when we say competent witness, that means adult witness of sound mind. Okay. Adult witness of sound mind. So witnesses are mandatory. Ceremony, you may have whatever ceremony. Certificate, the marriage officer issues a marriage certificate which is signed by the parties and three witnesses. Once the certificate is entered in the marriage certificate book, the marriage shall be deemed to a valid marriage under the Special Marriage Act 1954. This is how a marriage takes place in the court marriage. Okay, this is how a court marriage takes place. Now, what are the conditions to take divorce under Special Marriage Act? Either of the party to marriage may file a petition for divorce when the respondent means the other spouse from which you are taking divorce. One spouse is taking divorce. Why? Because the other spouse makes a voluntary sexual intercourse with any person other than the spouse. Okay, that means infidelity, which we discussed in Hindu law. Infidelity, we can say it. Okay, he is cheating the wife or husband. Deserts the petitioner for a period not less than 2 years. This is called as desertion in the Hindu law. For 2 years, you have left the company of your spouse without any justified reason. We have discussed. Undergoes an imprisonment of 7 years or more. Someone is sentenced to jail for 7 years or more. A court has sentenced someone to jail for 7 years or more. Then you can take divorce. Undergoes an imprisonment for 7 years or more. Sorry, been treating the petitioner with cruelty. Okay, the other spouse is treating the petitioner with cruelty. Now, what is cruelty? It is mental as well as physical. Okay, it is mental as well as physical. Is of unsound mind or suffering from continuous mental disorder. The person is of unsound mind. Other spouse has become unsound or is suffering from continuous medical disorder. He is having continuous mental disorder. Suffering from venereal disease or leprosy, we discussed disease which spread from person to person if that is in severe form. If that cannot be corrected or operated upon or cannot be treated, then only you can seek divorce from each other in Special Marriage Act. Is not heard of being alive for 7 years or more. That is a case of civil death we discussed in the Hindu law. You are not heard about. No one has heard or seen you. No one has means no one interested people. No one people interested in you has heard or seen you for 7 years. Then you are considered death. Then it is considered a civil death. You have died for all the civil purposes. Legally you may be alive. Okay. Physically you may be alive, but virtually you have died. Civil death has happened. A wife may also present a petition when her husband is guilty of rape, sodomy, or bestiality. Okay, if a husband is guilty of these three offenses, rape, sodomy, or bestiality, then also wife can. This is a additional ground to wife given in this law as well, like in the Hindu law. Every married person who contracts another marriage during lifetime of his or her spouse is considered committing an offense under Indian Penal Code 1860. Furthermore, the second marriage shall be considered void. Suppose that means if a Hindu girl, she is marrying a Muslim boy under Muslim law after converting to Islam. Now a Hindu girl has converted herself to Islam and now she is marrying a Muslim boy under Islam. Then the boy can have three more wives because Islam allows four wives to a male. But if Hindu girl and Muslim man get married through Special Marriage Act, Muslim boy cannot have more than one wife. It would be an offense. He can be sentenced for 7 years or 10 years as per the case. And even Hindu, Muslim, Christian can get married under this law. Okay, this marriage allows interreligion marriages. It allows interreligion marriages. It does not mean that it does not allow people of the same religion marrying. If two Hindu male, Hindu female, they want to get their marriage done as per this special marriage act, then it can be done. Two Muslim, a Muslim male and a Muslim female, they want to get married as per the special marriage act, then they can get married, no issues. But ultimately, Muslim male then cannot have more than one wife. Okay, if a Muslim male and Muslim female they are marrying as per the special marriage act, then Muslim male or female cannot have a second wife. Christian, okay, even if two people who are Christian and Christian they want to get married in this act, they also can get married as per the special marriage act. There is no bar upon people of same religion marrying under the special marriage act. Only thing is that if people belong to different religion and no one of them want to convert, a Hindu and Muslim are marrying, but Hindu does not want to become a Muslim, Muslim does not want to become a Hindu, they want to remain what they are. Then Hindu law does not allow to marry a Hindu with Muslim, Muslim law does not allow a Muslim to marry with a Hindu. Then how they should get married? Okay, then they will get married in the special marriage act. But if you belong to same religion and still you want to marry with a special marriage act, then also you can get your marriage registered under the Hindu marriage act.